ever so moments of a bit worried from visions that arrive. Possibilities of movies of our lives shaped right in front of my eyes. Listen close to the words of the carved wall of the stranger's cell who opens up to tell what's seldomly unveiled. Knowing to go unjudged when it's just us, so out of their shell to peep over their well for a mental show and tell, from the ones who feels the fails and the ones who break spells. He who has the ear, let him hear. But yet my mission is unclear, although year after year these signs and visions appear. It wasn't until I began to share the news to help fellow peers lose fear to better cope with living in this demonic atmosphere. Perhaps this is a part of my career, despite wanting to disappear. With that being said, allow me to be clear. I fear to not be sincere in performing the deeds of why I've been put here. And therefore I can feel that so many of us are in a fight to maintain our peace. Many people are tired, drained, not seeing light at the end of the tunnel and getting weary in fighting the good fight. But now's not the time to give in, give up, or lose hope or faith. I know it's easier said than done. If I may share some ideas that help me along my journey to maintain or gain eternal peace. I began to think less is best. I began to look closer at the smallest of things and momentarily take myself out of the rat race and anything that was beneficial. I began to look at the things that were pure. I began to look at the babies and the children of the world and see how free and pure and innocent they were. And how you can discipline them and right after they're back loving you and not holding a grudge. How they don't care about your money or status, the car you have, the clothes you're wearing. They're just happy to see you. And it made me get back to that pure mind state that we all once had, but as we got older, lost. It made me get back to a child and being free, but still being that strong warrior-like man who takes care of my responsibilities. It's just the mind state. I also began to look at the world around me, the world that we can so easily take for granted. I began to look at the insects and how peacefully they move, and how realizing how every living thing serves a purpose. I began to take a deeper look and study the world around me even more. And I realized that we're all connected to nature, to the life around us. I began to observe God's animals. And I just began to appreciate every living thing and everything around me and take it as a learning opportunity to discover, explore, and evolve. I began to not only appreciate the things around me, but I began to see the beauty in everything and seeing the beauty in people as well. I began to give my people their roses while they're here and count my blessings, knowing that it could be worse. I became thankful for having a roof over my head, running water, thankful for the food that I have, counting my blessings, thankful that my house was a home, thankful for the relationships that I have, and thankful for the people who cherish and appreciate my existence. I began to just give thanks for my health, having all my senses intact, being aware and having my imagination. Last but not least, I began to keep faith and be grateful of my Creator who has provided all my needs. And once I put all this together, it helped restore and gain peace by simply appreciating the smallest of things.